like, I'll get so many brands that I've, like, never worked with before be like, Pride Month. Like,
Can you enlighten me and also the viewers on like bounds for allyship? Because I think the term like being like an ally
Yeah.
for me over the last 6 months or something has been something where for me, if you're for me personally, I'm not someone who has ever been oppressed, but if your intentions are there, for me, that would be to be an ally.
Yeah.
However, I feel like I have been I wouldn't say that on the receiving end, I've come across badly for some people and other people do, where they're like not considered to be on their side.
Yeah. I never really get that sort of stuff. I think everyone should just support everyone and like fight for everyone's justice. I think that's just like fair. I don't feel that's like I don't feel like that's like too much to ask for, to be honest. Like even like for example like with like the whole like George Floyd and like I fucking stood up for black. I'm not black, but I'll stand up for Black Lives Matter because that's
allyship.
Yeah, it's just you just stand up for other people that are like being treated wrongly.
That's one thing I do love about the whole LGBTQ plus community.
It is a strong community.
You will like a gay person will ally with a trans person. Like everyone like works together for their own rights.
Sometimes gay people are transphobic to me, which makes no sense.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like they're saying like, oh, it's a choice, but it's like could say the same for you. Do you know what I mean?
that does happen. Within those communities through groups of oppression where you have other oppression, you know.
Yeah.
So with like the black community and with other actually there's colorism.
Yeah.
So if a black person will be like prejudiced towards another person because of the tone of their skin color.
Yeah.
As in like a specific type of skin color is like, more attractive.
Even like
it's fucked.
Yeah, like even I was on a shoot yesterday, I was speaking to certain models and they were all, one boy was light skinned, one boy was black, and they were talking about the difference in the way people like, the light skinned boy has been told before like you'll just like, whereas like the other black boy will not get certain jobs because he's black, even like the modelling industry. It's crazy. Like, it's like there's still that sort of like injustice there as well. But it's like it's such a small thing, but you wouldn't notice it because I feel like there's so many brands that like, for example, like LGBT months rolling around. I already know fucking bank balance is going up because they just like chuck them in every fucking campaign.
For you, for brand deals, have you like ever had a brand not want to work with you because you're trans, or in contrast to that, had a brand work with you because?
Oh, I get because I'm trans all the time. Like,
how do you view those?
It is money. But like,
20 grand,
you want to include me, I'll charge double. Like, but yeah, it'll be like, I'll get so many brands that I've like never worked with before be like, Pride Month.
Are you just like...
I was going to ask that because I saw something the other day where I do feel like you want trans and like minorities, like regardless of what it is, you want that kind of representation, but it's whether you think that these brands are being performative or whether it's their actual ethos.
Yeah, I feel like you can never really tell though.
No.
I think you can tell because sometimes they pay like trans people like people of colour like a lot worse.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, I've known people to be like this on the same shoot and like the black girl's been paid a lot less than the white girl.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad. Or,
wow.
Like, the trans girl like, has been paid less. It's crazy.
You get paid less?
I've never done a model shoot personally. But
One thing about what you're saying about brands being, when you were saying about brands being performative, at the end of the day, if they are being performative, it's still putting out awareness, which I think is good.
Message,
like regardless if they mean it or not, it's still putting out a good message. So I personally don't mind it because I'm like they're still putting out a good message overall.
Facts, I agree with you, to be honest.
I mean, I don't agree, but I also do agree because I think for you, like for you to say, for example, you know, you're talking about growing up, you didn't have the accessibility to see that. Then you see other content creators who are doing those kind of things. Now, say for example, you can manage to do just a campaign or a shoot where you are a transgender represented person during Pride Month. Yeah. And this company doesn't actually give a shit whether you're transgender. Like, like, okay, we just need a transgender for the podcast. Don't care about you, don't care about your history, don't care about anything about your story. I personally think that is what's the word for it? They're just taking
they're taking the piss.
They're taking the fucking piss out of it. Really, like they're just doing it to look better. But you could have an effect on someone who would be like...
Yeah, I agree. But in the same way, I agree with you in the fact that, like, as a consumer, you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference and you're still, like... say for example, there's a young trans person that isn't come out and they see a trans person on like a billboard, whether the brand actually gives a shit or not, the young trans person is still going to see the person on the billboard and be like, oh, like, I'm being represented either way.
Yeah,
so like,
I guess it's seeing the positive.
Like, but I wouldn't ever work with. You can sort of tell.
Like, do you feel good in knowing the fact that you have your social media following, you're going to be that figure that you wish you had when you were a little bit younger as well?
Yeah, I think because I'm also so young as well, and like I'm also not like an unrealistic. Because I feel like nowadays, like for example, like Nikita Dragon, like one, she's quite problematic, and two, like she's very like, I don't want to say fake, because I'm not the sort of person to bring down other girls, but she has like a lot of surgery, whereas I feel like I haven't had anything done, and like I'm just like quite an achievable like person to look up to, in my opinion. Like I don't think I'm too.